I can see the demon in you, doesn't wanna come out and play. I can see the demon in you, doesn't wanna come out and play. Everybody say fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit.
Hey, fuck this
Everybody
shit.
say fuck this shit.
Hey, fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit.
Hey, fuck this
Everybody
shit.
say fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Hey, fuck this shit.
What's going down? Welcome back to the Fuck This Shit podcast. I'm your host, Drake, back again. As always, we start the podcast the same way each episode. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to this motherfucker. Or if you're on YouTube watching this shit, you know what I'm saying? Actually, just listen. I'm not, the little intro and shit, YouTube niggas ain't getting that no more. I'm not posting full episodes on YouTube. You want full episodes, you got to come to your listening platform. You know what I'm saying? Be following. So you get the notifications on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. And then you come fuck with us on the full episode tip, you know. But I throw some clips up on YouTube to give y'all something to look at. You feel me? No, really. Thank y'all as always. I appreciate everything. We picked up a new subscriber this week, you know what I'm saying? Picked up a new paid subscriber. If you're not a paid subscriber, you could click the link in the show notes. You know what I'm saying? It's $4.99. You get an extra bonus episode each week, as well as like 40 episodes of like bonus material that you don't already have access to. And, you know, it's a little bit more intimate experience. You get to know a little bit more of my shit on a personal level. You know, if you give a fuck like that and you get to help out, you know, niggas will love you and I'll love you back type shit. So, yeah, social medias, follow all of those shits. Facebook, FTS Podcast, Twitter, at Fuck This Shit Podcast, Instagram, Reddit, at Fuck This Shit Pod. You know, all the shit. Follow the shit. Follow the YouTube. Go subscribe to the YouTube. That's the thing. That's what y'all need to do. Fuck all that shit I was over there rambling about. I got off work. I took a shot or two before we got on here. Don't worry, I'm not drunk. We're gonna lock in. This won't be a rambly episode, I promise. But make sure you follow on the YouTube at Fuck This Shit Pod on YouTube. No, I lie. FTS Podcast on YouTube. My bad, y'all. It's got to be different shit. They be fucking with me for the profanity on certain platforms more than they do other ones. So I'm having to swap over some of the shit from Fuck This Shit Pod to FTS Pod. And you know, whatever. YouTube, FTS Podcast. Go follow that shit. You get clips. I put them out like a day before the episode comes out when I can. You know, trying to give it a little pizzazz. If you don't want to subscribe, I put clips from episodes that only the subscribers get on Spotify, all of that shit, whatever. If you haven't left a 5-star review, do that shit. That's literally the dopest free shit you could do for niggas. Go leave a 5-star review on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. You leave a little review. I'll read that motherfucker on the podcast. I was looking, y'all. We ain't got a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts with a comment on that bitch since January. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. Since January? How many episodes I done thrown y'all since January? All right, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you be holding to do the 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, but I mean, go on and do that thing. You feel what I'm saying? And then I'll read what you said on here to make me feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? You get to hear me talk about you. Make you feel like a big well, just come on, bro. Anyway. Outside of that, man, any feedback you leave on any of the episodes, comment section on Spotify, DMs to any of the social medias, anything like that, I will also read those on the podcast, and we'll actually get right into that because this episode starts off as a feedback episode. We have all kinds of you know what I'm saying, little feedback to go through from a few different episodes. So first of all, we got to do some poll results too. I be putting these polls up here. I never do the results with y'all. How am I supposed to expect y'all to give a fuck if I clearly don't even give enough of a fuck to give you the results of what the poll was? So, you know, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying more attention and being more accountable for my part in this. But anyway, so from we got the water on May 20th. The poll question was, should Shay from BK have shot at that man? 100% of people said she went too far. Even though, the other option was fucking right. And whatever. I guess if y'all want to blame her for shooting at a motherfucker who threw mayonnaise on her and was all fucking with her, and y'all don't remember that white man who was standing on the corner kind of like he was fucking with her, it just seemed to me that all the people who were involved in the situation felt like that man should have got shot at. But okay, it's fine. Y'all want to be the moral authority on the world and say that it was too far? It was too far. It was too far. Whatever. Let's see. One of the premium episodes, one of the bonus episodes, the poll was, I don't remember the question anymore. Does anyone read these things? 100% of people said duh. So, I continue doing the polls because the people spoke. You was like, yes, nigga, we see the polls and we contribute to the polls, even though, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, whatever. That's what's up. The next episode, White Jesus Can Be Mad Problematic. Y'all didn't vote in that poll. Should Devin get over me almost shooting him? I felt like, I almost shot my brother. If you listen to the full episodes, you know the story. You know what I'm saying? But, the options were, of course, it's time to move on. I said, should Devin get over me almost shooting him? The first option was, of course, it's time to move on. The second was, it was kind of his fault. The third was, he really owes you the apology, Dre. And the fourth was, no, I would still be crying about it 10 years later too. Because, that's how I feel about that. Comments on this episode from Miss BO3. I'm not sure who that is, but shout out to all us Almore West survivors. If you from the L and you went to A-Dubs, you know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? We went to the dope ass motherfucking elementary school for a few years. Real niggas know what it is. We had the portables. Niggas don't know about the portables, bro. Like, it's like a classroom. Like, it's like a trailer, but just your classroom, really. It's like, you don't be wanting it. When you get your teacher, you be hoping it's not one of the teachers with the portable. Like, fuck, bro, I ain't trying to be. It's almost like you get put in a trailer trash kindergarten classroom. Like, this is bullshit. I'm too young to be dealing with this kind of fucking, what's the goddamn, what you call it? Caste. You putting me in a caste system. You're marginalizing me and the kindergarten level, you know what I'm saying, and making me apart from the in crowd, you know what I'm saying, that's inside with their regular air conditioning, and I'm out here in my trailer class. So that was Almore West. So, real niggas know. All y'all niggas didn't know. Almore West doesn't have walls. That's some other, only Almore West niggas know type shit. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging on your motherfucking bitch ass elementary school. No walls in Almore West except separating, the cafeteria from the main area, but the classrooms, when you walk into Almore West, it's they get creative to separate the classrooms. It's bookshelves and different things like that, and it's just it's just dope. It's a real big, even the library is in the middle of the school, where the classrooms are, from what I can remember, and it's all of that is just open. It's dope. It's player perfect. I stopped going when I was in second grade, y'all. So if I'm remembering this bigger than it used to be, niggas who went to Almore West, you gotta let me know. But I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure it was really like that. But anyway. From episode episode, I don't know what episode number this is, but sorry for the wait, Uvalde shooting and police incompetence, which did not get a lot of listens. I understand. Boy, I didn't even feel away. I was like, I probably wouldn't have listened either. Maybe when it first came out, but by the time I put that episode out, boy, it ain't nothing in there worth listening to. I mean, it's all worth listening to because my shit fire, but it's heartbreak. Heartbreak on a full motherfucking moon. Anyway, the poll was, have you subscribed to the YouTube yet? The options were no, I'm a buster who doesn't want the episodes a day early. And the second option was, of course, I'm as real as they come. 100% of people said, of course, they are as real as they come. So thank you very much for being real. And those of you who would have had to click no, don't be scared. You didn't do it. You didn't subscribe to the YouTube. So I mean, just own it. Like, no, I jam your shit for the free on here. You're probably an Apple Podcast listener and you can't vote in the polls because you're not on Spotify. Only the motherfuckers who got Spotify, so you either got to be like a lame Android user, you know what I'm saying, or somebody who just has some extra money to throw around. You know what I'm saying? So you could get the premium, because niggas really be acting like that $11 is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can't vote in the poll, so your voice isn't heard. You're a non-voting ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Anyway, don't use the phone. The poll was, has YouTube ever set you up for failure? Because of the way it set me up for failure with my washing machine and the backlight on my car. Two things that I still have not repaired. I'm just hoping that it doesn't fall the fuck apart. Let's not even talk about that. 100% of you say yes. So let this be a public service announcement to niggas out there. Boy, YouTube is not, it's set up to make it seem like, oh, this is the easiest thing. You could do it yourself. At the end of the day, I think that handyman and appliance repairmen and auto shops are actually putting out these propaganda videos on YouTube so that you fuck your shit up a little bit more before they come, so that you have wasted your time and energy, and also now you got to pay them more money. They putting out these weak ass videos. This is on them. This is a conspiracy. That's what y'all wanted? Huh? Niggas be, I could tell some of y'all niggas hear my podcast for the first time and be like, oh, damn, this nigga Dre don't believe the earth is flat and coronavirus starting 5G towers. No, I don't. But you want some conspiracy? Here it is, nigga. It's the Handyman Auto Body Alliance coming to conspire against us to make us damage things more, so that when we finally break down and bring them to them for services, they get to charge us even more and look at us like, what the fuck did your dumbass try and do? Bitch ass niggas. Anyway. The feedback on this episode from Eric Sims. I love how real it is. LOL, this is good material right here. Thank you. It's a simple compliment, but I appreciate it, as I always do. A nigga tries to give good material and tries to show love because I fucks with y'all, and I enjoy the feeling of y'all fucking with me. No homo, unless not in a offensive way though, my bad. I'm trying to stop. I'm getting farther. I'm progressing slowly. I'm taking things away one by one by one. You know what I'm saying? I understand that no homo and pause is like in and of itself indicative that like being gay is wrong, and I don't want to like set that tone that like that's where I'm coming from, because it's not who I am and what I represent as a person. So I just want to not do that. But I will say RIP to no homo and pause, because they was funny in their day, boy. They're still funny now, but it's problematic funny. So what I've learned with problematic funny is it has to be hilarious. Like if you're going to hit a no homo or a pause at this point, it's got to be perfectly timed with the perfect audience. You know what I'm saying? And it's got to be a fleeting moment. Because if it don't hit that hard, if it just like lands a little sour, that's when they start looking at you like, you don't like the gays. And it's like, bro, no. It's like, well, you don't respect us. It's like, no, I don't even want to have this conversation right now. I was just trying to make a joke. It wasn't funny. I'm sorry. Like, anyway, that's my view. I think that's how it goes down. So you just got to watch for that. If you're going to do it, it's got to be hilarious. And if it's not, be ready. For the episode Trans Species, the question was, have you had the breakfast baconator? It's 50-50. 50% said yeah, and it slapped. The other said no, and I never will. So this is the thing. That's the feedback that I got from the breakfast baconator before I went and got me one, is that them bitches was hard. I heard them bitches slapped out the gym, and you know what I'm saying? I should go get me one. And that poll is still open if you want to go vote on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I heard it slap, but once I seen that the patty was sausage, I knew I wasn't really gonna care for it that much. And that's just a personal preference type of thing. I still tried it just in case, but honestly, if the breakfast baconator had been a burger with like a smaller burger patty, with just like the burger patty they use for like the double bacon cheeseburgers or the junior bacon cheeseburgers. That's what I meant. They could take in the junior bacon cheeseburger patty. They could take in a junior bacon cheeseburger, took the veggies off, added bacon and eggs, slap some jelly on top that bitch. Woo! Boy, Wendy, go on and make the breakfast baconator like I told you. I know you got everything in there. See, that's the thing. But I'm gonna go in there. That's why I need to sell crack. Because all the meth heads that was in that motherfucking Wendy's, I could have came in there with a little bit of that glass, and I could have been like, let me tell you what I want. And they would have been back there doing their little thing, and they would have made my sandwich perfect. And then the motherfucker came out all hot and crispy and shit like that. And then everybody else's order for the rest of the day would have been fucked off or whatever, because them niggas would have been in that bitch higher than a kite. Because I never sold hard drugs before. But me, I'm a man of quality and integrity. If I sold crack or meth, it would be the finest of the fine. It would be that blue shit from Breaking Bad. I would be selling the best meth the niggas ever had. It will make your teeth white, and it will make your heart jump. My shit would be booming. But it was just, I don't really care for the personality traits that hard drugs give to people who do them over a long term spans. And I would never want to have to deal with them niggas on a day-to-day basis. I would be in jail. I would be imprisoned. I would be in prison for shooting someone with a substance abuse issue. And I don't even believe in that treatment of people. So, anyway. That's how I could have got me a fire ass sandwich. That would have been, boy, chef's kiss. Anyway, Q&A. Eric Sims also left a feedback on here. He said, laughing my ass off. They set him up, bro. No way he should have been up front. This is what I would tell y'all as listeners of the Fuck This Shit podcast. Your boy do not be remembering everything that I said in there. And if you leave me a comment this vague, and I know that there's a caption limit. I've been told by several people who've like DM me on different social medias that you can only do so much on Spotify. It don't give you a lot of leeway to really give the comment. So I'm not coming for nobody when I say this. But I am saying that I may not know what the fuck you talking about. In this instance, I don't know what you talking about, my G. And I wish I did, so that I could respond to what it is that you're saying. But I really do not know. I was thinking back. I was like looking at the description of the episode. Like, what all did I talking about? What all did I talk about? And I'm like, who was up front? And I just can't, bro. I don't remember. I do not remember what I was talking about when I said that. So, next time, you know what I'm saying, make a note of what it is that you talking about so that I'll know, so that I can, you know what I'm saying, hit you back with the commentary on the podcast. Or two, if it's just that you need more space, just DM a nigga on social media. You know what I'm saying? I know you follow the Instagram because you a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hit me nigga with the Instagram DM. I don't think we have anything on here yet. Yeah, I just dropped this. It's one vote on this so far. It's I did the Deshaun Watson episode for the subscribers. Y'all can't see it if you're on Apple Podcasts. You can't even see the bonus episodes if you're on Apple Podcasts. I like the way Spotify do it though. If you don't subscribe, Spotify still lets you see the episode when you click it. It's like, whoop, you don't want to get this nigga some money? Like, I like that, Spotify. I appreciate you. But the question was, will Deshaun Watson face any consequence behind the beyond financial settlement? Nigga say, yeah, Playboy gonna slip up and end up in jail. That's 100% of the vote so far. But I mean, I just dropped that episode yesterday, so we'll see how that pans out. I am privy to believe that I am also of the belief that he will end up in jail. I just think that niggas who have this kind of compulsion about him, and if you want to know exactly how I feel about it, you could just go watch it on YouTube. You don't have to pay the $4.99 to listen to it on Spotify. But you could choose that option. You know what I'm saying? You could. But no, for real. The thing I was saying about it on the bonus episode is that I think it's compulsion to a degree that a part of what he likes about it is the part that makes it inappropriate. And I always feel like that when it's men of power, the more I think about it, because there would be no other reason for you to have the problem. If you're a rich and famous man, there's nothing that you could want to consensually do with a woman that you should ever have an issue with. If you like to piss in these bitches' mouth, sorry, not trying to. if you are a fan of pissing in a woman's mouth, you could find a woman who will let you piss in her mouth in front of her family, in front of her fucking family, bro. You rich and famous. Like, I'll give you X amount of dollars because that's how I get off and that's what I want to do. You could do that shit all day long. If you want to find a girl who will let you eat the toe jam from in between her toes and then spit it back in her mouth, you can do that. You're rich and fucking famous, my nigga. You can find anything you fucking want. First of all, with the way the world is now and the way the internet is now, you don't even have to be rich and famous. You can find anything you want from somebody on this planet somehow. It's a way, or it's a will, it's a way. It's somebody who do the nasty shit you like to do consensually and will let you do whatever. It's people who consensually let you, like, not consent, like, it's people who will consensually let you rape them. Like, consensual, non-consensual sex is like a thing where it's like two people consent beforehand. Like, yeah, you can, like, basically rape me later because, like, that's the fantasy that they both have. But it's like, I don't, you don't want to rape a stranger because that's a crime. And you're saying and morally wrong. But if I just, like, let you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like another layer that they got to go through to, like, make it seem more, like, rapey. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's, like, something consensually that they like to do. You can find that. A fat, short nigga could find a girl who will let you fake rape her, bro. There's nothing a rich and powerful man cannot find consensually. So when they start doing that shit that, like, toes the line, and they always doing something that's just kind of in that gray area, they cannot help it. It is a compulsion, in my opinion. Like, because there's no other logical explanation why. Why would you do that then? Why would you do that? If you have some fantasy about women giving you a massage and then jacking your fucking dick off, then just pay a woman to do that. Like, pay a woman ahead of time and be like, hey, I want you to come give me a massage, but at the end of it, I really like you to give me some head. Like, if that's not what you do, that's cool, but that's the service that I'm looking for. You feel what I'm saying? But that's not what he wanted to do. He wanted to be, oh, are you really what are you gonna do when I pull my dick out? He want that experience on some weird shit. That's the type of shit to me that's always gonna land a nigga back in trouble because it'll never be enough for a nigga like that. Never. Anyway. Let's see. Anchor comments, poll results. Oh, okay. So, I don't remember which episode it was. I think it was probably Don't Use the Phone or Trans Species. One of them. I had specifically said something about people coming on the podcast or people not leaving comments on the podcast. I was talking about one of my daughter's little friends and how she gonna tell Bree, oh, I got this. I wanted to say this good ass comment on the podcast, but I didn't because I'm scary and shit. And I was like, well, tell her I ain't gonna talk about it then. That's the only way you ain't getting no play on this motherfucker unless you write in or something like everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? But she did though. You know what I'm saying? She finally wrote in or whatever. She here I'll pull it up for y'all on the other screen. So y'all can kind of see what it is. Let's Okay. My bad. I just wanted y'all to be able to see this real quick. Okay, so it says, my comment was too long, so I'm sending it here. This is for if it's still in the rap episode. I got the message about leaving comments. Low key, I just wasn't sure how to leave them on Spotify, and it doesn't even give me enough space to say what I gotta say. When you mention how the baby formula when you mentioned how the baby formula, I decided to do a little digging because, to be honest, I don't expect this country to ever support immigrants. How should I'm sorry. I'm trying to read this from a distance, and my contacts are getting dry as fuck on me. I'm over here reading like Floyd fucking Mayweather right now. All right. I think my eyes are wet enough to be able to read. Sorry. Let me go back. When you mentioned how the baby formula, I decided to do a little digging because, to be honest, I don't expect this country to ever support immigrants how they should. So it made no sense to me that they would be getting proper baby formula. So I looked it up. Okay, she's talking about when I was talking about how the Republicans was mad because they had all this baby formula at the border, but we got this baby formula shortage, blah 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 blah, whatever. Um, so she said, so I looked it up, and Nido doesn't even sell baby formula. Laughing my ass off. What they sell is dry whole milk for kids 1 year and older. These white Republicans once again are accusing immigrants of stealing shit that they aren't. And had they had they done an ounce of research, they would have known. But once again, white people being loud and wrong. Yeah, that's a solid motherfucking point there, Savannah. That is crazy. That these motherfuckers is literally on TV, as you said, loud and wrong, talking about they giving away the baby formula to immigrants. And like, that's actually not true. We're not giving immigrants baby formula. We're giving them something that will keep them alive. We're giving them some like actual milk. Like, that's some shit that they like, look, and the crazy thing is, when you look back to the decision, the reason why they don't have formula down there, when they tried to give them formula, they probably refused because they were like, well, they're poor anyway. They weren't getting formula before. They were probably just drinking regular milk. Just give them that. To get them some Nido. That shit from Colombia. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they probably, it probably even stemmed from a racist decision that came beforehand on some fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I then said to her, in asterisk, bullies you on the podcast, because she told my daughter that she didn't want to get bullied on the podcast. You know, I'm just fucking with her. Then she said, for real, how do you expect a $50 meet and greet, man? I can't afford the $5 subscription. I said, I'm just playing. I knew your comment will be good. I'll definitely read it on the podcast. And it sounds like you need to get your coins up then. She's not you calling me broke, but it's true. Damn. That's how it is, young nigga. It be like that. One day when you grown, you know what I'm saying? You'll be broke with bills. Now you just broke. You feel what I'm saying? But all this brokenness won't be for nothing forever. You know what I'm saying? But for now, it's definitely for nothing. Let's see. Can I put this on the screen without... No, I can't put that on the screen without showing her Twitter handle. And... I don't think everybody want they shit out there like that. It was a little easier for me to show you the other thing without showing you all her personal information. You know what I'm saying? All her Instagrams. And you know, she one of them young niggas. Like, she one of my daughter friends, bro. They got 17 Instagrams, bro. That's probably a throwaway nigga. That's probably the elementary school joint. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that, bro. I don't even try and keep up with these kids, bro. I just be like, man, look. It's hard out here, so don't do nothing that's going to affect you for the rest of your fucking life. Anyway, I got a DM from Brooke. This was actually about the subscriber only episode, the Deshaun Watson episode. She says, Spotify won't let me write a novel, so regarding Deshaun Watson. What's crazy to me is that when he found a woman that was down, he kept hitting up new women. To me, that points to a deeper issue, compulsion within him, and he can't stop. I hope he gets the professional help he obviously needs. That's exactly what I was talking about. Literally, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's the part of it that makes me feel like it's something else, because it's not a need. It's not, and not to say that, yes, to say that. I am actually trying to say this. I am trying to say that there is a difference between someone who doesn't understand a gray area and someone who has a compulsion. You know what I'm saying? Or even someone who's unwilling to, maybe you like in denial about it or whatever because it's like whatever. Like, if you don't have all of the resources in the world to make your reality whatever you want, at some point you could take an isolated incident like this, or even just the fact that, oh, he keeps trying to get different massage. Like, if you a nigga who only has $150 to try and get an Instagram massage girl to stroke your dick, and that's your like weird little fetish or whatever, you can be out of pocket, right? But you can, like, to me, if it's just like you thought that was gonna work, you know what I'm saying? You could easily be like reprimanded in a way where you could be like, I won't do that again. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I was bugging. I was fucking up the whole time. I should have never been on that shit. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. And maybe I'm doing a bad job getting from A to B as to how you could like make a mistake like this and not have like some weird compulsion. But it definitely speaks to a deeper, obvious compulsion when you have the resources to go about it a different way and you choose not to. You know what I'm saying? When you can make the exact same scenario occur, but you don't, in a different way that doesn't get you in trouble, and you just do it the other way anyway, you get off on that shit. You get off on that shit, and that's like you get off on the bad part of it. Not the, okay, with the massages thing. Let's say that we're not talking about a grown-ass man who's a millionaire. We're talking about an 18-year-old boy you find out he's a virgin. He grows up in a state that doesn't have sex education. And basically all his sex education has come from porn and his friends. And he starts hitting up massage therapists, pulling his dick out, thinking that, he about to get some head. And you find out that he gets caught with that, and he's like, not even so much, I didn't know I couldn't do that, but, kind of giving you a rundown of, these are the reasons why I thought that this was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that it would play this way. Because I had never even considered the fact that this is what it really is, right? If that was a situation, and he gets in some kind of trouble or whatever, you don't look at that boy and be like, man, he can never come back from that. If you put him alone with a woman, he's probably going to pull his dick out. You be like, man, like, there's, in my mind anyway, there's reason to believe that he could learn from this and be like, damn, nigga, like, I just don't know shit about the world around me and I need to get my motherfucking life together. But a grown-ass man with millions of dollars, that's not, nah, you can't even convince me. And to be clear, both niggas probably have the same compulsion. I'm not saying that, like, more than likely anybody who's not a millionaire doesn't. No, I'm saying both niggas is weird as fuck. Both niggas is probably on the same creepy weird shit. But the nigga with the millions is definitely on it. You can't convince me that he's not. I'm not even giving you, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt with me. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, what I said back to her was, yeah, and the more info that comes out, the more you see homie really has some issues. She says, yeah, and he can afford like really good private professional help. I hope the people around him do what's best for him and his mental health, not what's best for the owners, the team, etc. Yeah, I don't think they will. I don't think that that's what we'll see. I don't think that Deshaun Watson gets help. I don't think that's the way the Deshaun Watson story ends. And that's not what I'm willing. Obviously, that's not the way y'all know that's not my vibe. That's not how I get down. I would literally never. But, you asking me what I think is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like you asked me to put my money on something and it's like this. Before Donald Trump got elected for president, somebody asked me who I thought was going to win. I said Donald Trump is going to win. They said, why? I said, because white people don't have to tell you who they vote for. I said, because you don't have to tell people who you vote for. I didn't say because white people don't have to tell you, but that is what I meant. I meant because all of these white people who you think would never vote for Donald Trump don't have to tell you that they did, and they will. And I knew that they would. I knew y'all would. I knew you would. I had no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump was going to be the next president. I was already ready for that. So when motherfuckers was like, I can't believe it, I was just like, why you can't believe it? What did Donald Trump say? What has Donald Trump ever said that made you that like what has he ever said that's like really just so offensive to white people that they wouldn't vote for him? Like that you haven't seen be forgiven before in the name of protecting other like benefits. It's transactional to them. And maybe it should be to everyone. Maybe black people should be more like that. And it should be as equally transactional for us. But I mean, whatever. It's just like no moral. I'm not for all, but for obviously for some. Obviously, like I don't. This is one of those times where I want to not. Cause I fuck with people as a whole. So you know, if you white and I know you and you my friend, you really my friend. I fuck with you. I don't ever want you to feel like I deep down inside think you evil. So when I'm saying like, oh, white people will vote for something completely absent of its moral indications, like yeah, you could be like, oh, you can't say that about all white people. Like yeah, not all, but enough for Donald Trump to have literally been president for 4 years, even though he's not even qualified for the job, doesn't know what he's doing, had all these sexual assault cases pending, wasn't even fucking really a billionaire. He's a fake billionaire. He's a celebrity reality TV star with the orange tan and hair that flies away in the fucking wind. And he won anyway. Against somebody who's not even like against Hillary Clinton, she's not even like super progressive. It's not like he won against AOC. Like they're like, oh no, the liberals are coming to take us. It was Hillary fucking Clinton, the architect of the crime bill, one of the architects of the crime bill. Her husband was the architect of the crime bill. She not Louis Farrakhan. Anyway, I know that was a tangent because my whole point in saying that's why I don't think that anyone's going to help Deshaun Watson, just because that's not the way that plays out. I know how it works. I'm just looking at it objectively. It's not what I want to happen. That was the point. Just because it's not what I want to happen doesn't mean that's not what I see in the cards. So